All right. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, March 17, 2026. The market just opened up here today, and I'm already in. I'm already in on some short there. Um, so what's the reasoning behind this trade? The reasoning behind this trade is if you look at the daily chart, what you do see is indeed a bullish day. That's what it looks like, right? But these 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, today being Tuesday, uh, there has been weakness at this point, right? It got to this point yesterday, it's sold off. Got to this point here again today, it's sold off. Now, I still think today might probably end up green. That's what I think. But before it ends up green, my guess or my thesis is that it has to go down, or it wants to go down, and that's what you can see with the hourly, the 4 hour chart. Well, this is not correct anyway, but the hourly chart is actually correct. You can see what it's doing there. That's to me is a sign of weakness, right? Uh, So yesterday I had a loss. Yesterday, quite a huge loss for this account. It was about $60 on the loss, which is no doubt huge for this account. So today I am a bit trying to see what I can do today. Trying to see what I can do with this trade today. So one thing that I learned about yesterday is, yesterday, even though I had already talked about how uncomfortable I was with the price, I did not wait. I did not have the patience to wait, and that really kind of got me thinking. I should not be doing that. So you can see this was what it was, and I had to bite that loss. I believe it was this, or was it? Yeah. So I had to bite the loss and kind of move on. I had to bite the loss and move on. It was this. So, I was already long. I did not have the patience to wait, and it started coming down. I thought it was gonna keep stay to the upside. It was bullish. It was bullish. But then, when I entered this trade, I was not patient. I know, I was not patient. I know that. Same can be said today because I kind of feel in a way I wasn't. I mean, I was patient, but my trade today also feels impulsive. But yesterday was also impulsive trade because I could not even wait 15 minutes. Today also feels a little bit impulsive because I obviously have 3 contracts where I would normally have just 2 contracts, and that is just formal trade for me that I just begin to realize that now. So I do have 3 contracts. What I'm expecting to see is a continuation to the downside. But if that does not happen, then my stop would be on the 15 minutes chart. The stop would be right over there. Um, at least right over there, I could kick out 1 contract or 2 contracts and hold the rest. Uh, like on the 1 hour chart, you can see that it would be the top of this candle here. But I'm hoping or expecting this candle to close red, and also the next candle should also close red. That is what I'm expecting to see. But if I do not see that, then I have to be getting out, right? I have to get out if I do not see that. I have to get out. I have to mitigate my risk, and it will be what it is. Yesterday was a loss, but yesterday was also, like I said, the cause of that loss yesterday, as far as I've now analyzed it, is lack of patience. Impulsive trading. Impulsive. It was really impulsive trading. I know that for a fact. I know that, and I do not like that. I do not appreciate that. I know it is impulsive trading. I know that. I know it is impulsive trading, which hurts a little bit, because that loss was completely avoidable. In fact, it would have been a profit on the day if I had been a little bit patient. It would have been a very good profit actually, if I had been very, very patient. Even though yesterday, the price action yesterday was not easy, it was a difficult price action. It was a challenging price action. I know that, but even despite that, I feel like most of my errors was not because of the price action itself, but was because of impulsivity. Not having patience, not having enough patience to not having enough patience. That was mostly the issue for me yesterday. I know that for a fact. So because of yesterday, what I have now said to myself is, for the rest of this week, and even next week, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be more careful. And how do I do that? Well, how I do that is, before I enter a trade, I have to say what it is that is not right with the chart. I have to say that. And second of all, I have to uh, wait till and I have to wait till um, I have to wait till at least 10:30 at some point. Sometimes 10:30, but at least 10:15 before I can start doing anything. Um, so this trade on the 1 hour, this trade does look very. It does look very, very encouraging. But also have to keep in mind that on daily, it is actually a bullish day. It is a bullish day, and it could in fact close like that. It could close bullish. It is actually a bullish day, right? So, but on the 1 hour chart, what you see is uh, a beginning of bearishness, right? Now, depending on what happens today, I may also like to trade. I would also like to trade my platform account. I like to trade that platform account. So, but that will be like late in the afternoon. See what happens. Late in the afternoon, I think the price might actually come back up. That's what I think. Now I could be wrong, but I think that would be the case. Assuming this starts going down now, then in the afternoon this price could come back up to test that high, like to come back up to the highs again. Right now it's sort of doing something that I don't like. It's pushing back up there, but let's wait. It's doing that. I really don't like it, but well, let's see. It's all about risk. It's all about the risk there for me is right over there. I may knock out one contract and hold the two just to see what happens. But this is where the stop loss is. If this starts acting a little bit funny, right? So that is what it is. I'm gonna knock out one contract over there and probably hold the other one, just hold the rest. So what I'm thinking now is where would the take, so as I already know where the stop loss would be. The stop loss would be right here for one contract, knock it out. So what I haven't done is I haven't yet done the math. So that would be 23 points. Yeah, I can take out one contract at 23 points and hold the two. Then where would the take profit be? Well, the take profit would be take profit where could it be? Take profit could be. I'm thinking where could the take profit be? Yeah, I'm not really prepared for this trade. This is something that I should have already done before even entering the trade. Well, what I'm thinking now is it would be. Let me just take a look at this to see. Okay, so could be take profit could be yeah. Let's take a look at this. So it's sort of pushing up there, still pushing up a little bit there. I'm not really liking that, honestly. I just wanted it to push down, but it's pushing up. So, but where will take profit be? Take profit could probably be right here for two contracts, but one contract I may take it somewhere around here, there, and the two of them will be here. So I may just take, one down here, one maybe close here, and then the final I'll take right over there. Assuming this starts, assuming it starts going down. But if it starts going up, then, I have to, take a loss or something. I have to drop down, I have to kick out at least one contract because I have three contracts, right? So. Yeah, so it's pushing up. This is not really what I want to see on this chart. It's not really what I want to see. And I'm not liking it either. It's not what I want to see on the chart. It's not what I want to see. Yeah, it's not what I want to see. No, it's not what I want to see. Nope, it's not what I want to see. It's not. No, it's not. It's not what I want to see. Okay, I could be wrong. Like again, I said, it's a little bit challenging. The price action is a little bit challenging. Has been at least for me for the past what is it? For the past 3 trading days now, at least 3 or 4 trading days, I would say, has been challenging for sure. Has been challenging for sure. So yeah, it has been a little bit challenging for sure. Yeah, not quite sure what is going on here now. Don't know what is going on. Yeah, it is going up, and I'm not sure what is going on. Yeah, it is going up, and I'm not sure what is going on. Well, still wait. Yeah, this is the last thing that I want to see on this chat. This is the last thing that I want to see on this. But I mean, it's still not. It is still not. Yeah. So, I mean, it's hard to time the market, but I mean, like I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, oh, look at all the potential profit that assuming this starts going, assuming this goes down, assuming eventually goes down, this is all the profit that could be added to the profit to my profit target. Again, it points to the FOMO trade. That is something that I have to seriously start working on. It's something that I have to start working on, the FOMO trade, the impulsive trades that I take. I really have to start working on it. And the past 3 days or past 4 days have showed me that has been the case. The FOMO trade has been, Thursday, Friday, Monday, again today. So it's been, it's been FOMO. But I mean, like, like price is not gonna run away. If you have patience, you'll do all right. So the FOMO, I'm beginning to really not like it anymore. Okay, all right. So this is a little bit encouraging. I want to see it start going down. I want to see it start going down. So I want to see that push down a lot. I want to see that push down. I want to see it push down. I want to see that. Yeah, and also like this, I guess the reason for the FOMO again is if you look at past few weeks, notably if you look at um, February, during the red days of February, you see the way that the price moved. The price on the red days does not do this. That does not do what this price action is doing right now. It just shoots down and stays down. Right? It shoots down and stays down. It does not do this. Right? But so far this these days it has changed. The price activity has changed, and I haven't yet gotten used to that. Right? I think that's what I would attribute to that FOMO, because in February and previously when it starts going down, it does not wait. It just stays down, and if you miss it, you miss it. So that is and if you don't get it, you miss it, right? So that is, I think that's one of the reasons why uh, I'm having a hard time adjusting to this price action, because the price action obviously has now shifted. It's not what it used to be. This is different. This is different. But eventually, I think I'll get there. I just have to work on it. I just have to work on FOMO, because if there's anything that I have to work on, it has to be FOMO. has to be FOMO. It has to be that fear of missing out. It has to be impulsive trading. I have to work on that. Today there is no looking at the calendar. There's no economic news, economic event tomorrow, today, but tomorrow there will be PPI tomorrow 8:30 a.m. There will be the FOMC, the U.S. Federal Reserve FOMC tomorrow. So tomorrow could possibly be a very it could possibly bring volatility. All this news. I may decide to stay out. Or I may still trade it. I don't know. I'll see. If I like what I'm seeing, I'll trade it. If not, I think I'll be happy staying out tomorrow. I think I'll be happy staying out tomorrow. Just staying on the sidelines tomorrow. Then following that on Thursday, there is unemployment claims, and that pretty much is that. Though I'm seeing here on this calendar now that Fed Chair Powell speaks on Saturday. American Society for Public Administration Annual Conference. So that's where he speaks. Okay, all right. And what about other news? Oil climbs as Strait of Hormuz remains blocked. I wonder what oil is doing though. So it's been going up. It's been going up. Though still very far from the high that he made on March 9, a high of 119. It's still very far from there, but it's not. Right now it's trading at $94. So which is still not too bad. So get back to this news here again. Israel says Iranian security official was killed. Israel said earlier Tuesday that it had confirmed the death of Iranian security chief Ali Larijani as a result of recent strikes from the U.S. and Israel in Tehran. Fed set to begin two-day meeting on rates, which is FOMC, and NVIDIA CEO unveils huge AI chip revenue target. NVIDIA annual GPU technology conference started Monday with CEO Jensen Huang delivering a keynote speech in which he announced massive revenue growth expectations and talked about opportunities beyond making chips used in data centers. Huang said NVIDIA's latest chips, Vera Rubin and Blackwell, could top 1 trillion in orders through the end of next year, and he showcased a range of software efforts to grow NVIDIA's AI capabilities. NVIDIA is also looking to expand its reach in self-driving vehicle space, announcing new and expanded partnerships with automakers including Hyundai, Kia, and BYD with Uber Technologies to use NVIDIA software. Okay, all right, that's not bad. I'm looking at this now. This is pushing back up there. I did not expect this to happen. Did not expect this to happen. So again, like I said, if you look at the daily chart, you can see it's still looking bullish. It's actually looking bullish. The daily chart is looking bullish. But the reason why I got into this trade is because of the hourly chart. The hourly chart looks bearish. It's the reason why I got into this trade. My stop is still right there. That's where my stop is. I'll be happy to get out if I'm wrong. Even thinking about it now, I think that stop would make sense to me. Just get out at least one contract there, and just because it's not doing what I want it to be doing, right? It is true that my entry is not really clean and neat. Yeah, my entry is not really clean and neat, but I don't know if I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, I just want to get out. I just want to minimize risk. Yeah, I was not expecting to see that. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. Did not expect this. Yeah, I did not expect that. Yeah, I did not expect that. Yeah, I gotta work on formal trades. I really gotta work on it. I really gotta work on formal trades. Because that is where most of my losses are coming from. It's the formal, it's the impulsive trades. That's where they're coming from. Yeah. So now the now it's suddenly quiet now. It's suddenly very quiet. I think I'm beginning to get a little bit nervous here because if this hourly candle closes like this, I may have to just get out. Also, if it closes like this, that's not good, right? That doesn't look good because this, even though I think this could go down, then if it closes like this, it's telling me that it may not even go down, right? That's what it tells me if it does like if it does that, right? Yeah, the price action has been challenging, but risk management is what's gonna save you at the end of the day, right? So yeah, it has been challenging. I mean, look at this. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look at that. Oh my God. Um, I just hate trading this type of action. I just hate trading it. Like, just look at that. Look at the way that it has just completely dried up. You can see this clearly on the 15 minutes. Just look at what it's doing. This is just annoying, isn't it? God, whatever. Okay. Yeah, and it's still pushing up. Hmm. Yeah, what a weird one. What a weird one, isn't it? Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. That's really weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird price action. It is really weird. Oh my God, it is really weird indeed. So I think this price action is really weird. It has been for the past since at least last week. So I'm gonna have to change the way that I trade this because this is not good. This is like a really weird price activity. I don't want to be caught up in it. I'm gonna have to change the way that I trade it. The way that I size my position, I have to actually change that. I have to change that. Yeah, and most importantly, the impulsive trades that I take, that too, I have to change that too, Because if I don't change that, then I don't think I may just I may just be in the wrong. Could possibly blow the account, right? If I don't change all these things, right? Because it is in this type of price action that you make big mistakes and whatnot, right? So yeah, I think it's good to know that both NASDAQ and the SPX are doing the same thing. I think it's good to know that. Um, yeah, I don't even know what this actual price action is. I don't even know, man. It is just a nasty one. Actually, no, the Nasdaq is doing something totally different. SPS is doing something totally different. Nasdaq is doing. They are not even doing the same thing, right? So this is something that I always look at. What are they doing? Are they both doing the same thing, or is one doing something different? So Nasdaq is a little bit has a little bit strength than the SPX. SPX is just a little bit weak, but Nasdaq has a little bit strength. So Nasdaq 930 because this is a 930 candle. There's no low below that 930 candle, but in Nasdaq with an SPS you can see SPS in the 15-minute chat. There's no low below this 930 candle on Nasdaq, but on SPS you can see this low here. So Nasdaq actually has more strength, right? Okay, so if that candle closes, if this 1 hour candle closes this way, I may just take out 1 or 2 contracts there, just because I don't like. I just don't like that. I may take out just 1 contract, and because this is not what I expected to see. It's just doing this now. It's just not. I just don't want to be on it. If it's doing this, I don't want to be in there, right? Because this is not what I want to see. I want to see it go down, and if it's not gonna go down, I don't. I just want to reduce my risk, right? If it's not gonna go down, I want to reduce the risk, right? So until I can figure out what's going on. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, what a weird price action. Yeah, this is really weird. Really weird. I have not seen this before. I really have not seen this before. I mean, I've not seen it in a long time. In a long time for sure. Whew. So 5 more minutes before this candle closes. Yeah, that's a weird action. It's really weird. Really weird indeed. Okay, all right. So 4 more minutes before it closes. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy, man. This is nuts. This is crazy, crazy price activity. I have not even seen stuff like this. I guess because the FOMC is just around the corner. I guess that's why price has just it's just contracting the way it is contracting right now. I don't know. That's the only thing I could say. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Well, we'll see. 3 more minutes. I think I'm going to get out of one contract because already one of them is already a formal trade. It wasn't well thought through, anyways, and I'm kind of paying for that in a way, and I need to pay for that because if I don't pay for that, then it's just only going to reward bad habits. I need to pay for that with a loss, right? So that those bad habits can go away. Can get rid of them. All right, so still waiting. 2 more minutes. I could possibly hold it, but this is where my stop is. Since it's doing this, it just tells me that this is a 1 hour candle, and this is what it is. It just tells me that it might as well do whatever it wants to do, right? So, and one of this trade be already been an impulsive trade. I just kind of want to get out of it, you know. Yeah. Also, today is St. Patrick's Day. I guess I don't know if that's also the reason why the volatility is kind of drying up there. Um, but I mean, I've traded a day St. Patrick's Day, or some other week holidays that are pretty volatile too, right? So then that's that too. Yeah. 1 more minute. 1 more minute before that hourly candle closes. Though it's pushing down now. It is pushing down lower now. Well, let's see. If this candle closes like this, I really don't like that. It just doesn't give me confidence, right? It doesn't give me any confidence whatsoever. Oh yeah, so it just closed. Um, it just closed right now. I'm thinking I have to close this because this is an impulsive trade. I'm gonna close that. It's an impulsive trade. I'm gonna take that loss. That's fine. It's an impulsive trade. It was an impulsive trade. I kind of want to hold these two contracts. The reason because of what I see on the hourly chart and the 4 hour chart. That's the reason why I want to hold that. I've already taken a loss on that this trade. It was an impulsive trade, so you know, and this is not the one what I wanted to do. The reason why I got into this trade was because I thought it would go down right away, or it would keep on going down, but it did not do that. So since it did not do that, and today already being all messed up, so I rather get out of it. I rather get out of one contract at least, and then hold these two because I think this might could still go up. And I I could still add it back again if I wanted, but right now I just want to stay out. That way I can easily do whatever, like I easily not be so stressed about it. So it looks like that may be coming down. Let's see. Yeah, I probably took it out too early, but man, this is not this is not a type of price action that have been trading a long time. This is just something different. This is just totally different. This is just something that I don't even know what it is. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock, and this is what This is so far what the price has done. It's 11 o'clock, and this is what you get. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I need to take it out. This two contracts is all I'm gonna put today. Uh, I may, if it does come down, I may think about buying somewhere. If it comes anywhere near this, I may buy. I may go long, but I'm not gonna be adding any short there. No, this is good enough. Yeah, what a nasty price action. What a nasty price action. Even I'm say, yeah, as I'm even saying this now, I'm thinking because I have two contracts down on this low. It may even make sense to if it comes down anywhere here because today looks like it's gonna be a mess like a very trashy day, right? It looks like it. It is already like it. This is 11 o'clock, 11:03, and this is all he has done, right? So it's done barely 30 points by 11 o'clock. So just tells me that this might be a useless day. So if it's that, then I want to get out of this too, right? So this is way too low. I want to get out of those two, if I can, because I don't want to be stuck in this the whole day, right? And even thinking about it now, don't forget this is still a bullish day. This is still like basically a bullish day, and I feel like it's gonna close like this. It's gonna close bullish. So if it's gonna close bullish, then it makes sense what it's doing now. It does make sense what it is doing. Whew. Yeah, if it's doing this, I would really like to get out of this because this is too low. These contracts are way down the bottom. They're way down to the bottom. I like to get out of those at some point, but let's just wait and see what happens here. a nasty, nasty day. Nasty day. What a nasty piece of price action. Yeah. So let's look at that. Oh my God, just look at that. Just look at that. Just look at how slow this price action is. Just look at how slow it is. Oh my God. All right. I don't know. We'll just keep on watching. Keep on holding this. 30 points from 9:30 a.m. to this time. 30 points. Just 30 points. Just 30 points. Tells me this might probably go 48 points. Probably what it would do. Not more than that. Well, I mean, I did close that trade too early. That is true, but I'd always watch out for my risk first before anything else. Because the trade might as well have gone up, and if it did go up, this account cannot handle that going up by that much. I'm totally okay taking that small loss there. That's totally fine. In addition, this particular trade that I had a loss is actually a formal trade. So I want to be able to trade myself. Uh, I want to be able to so that I can get that feedback. Whenever I take a formal trade, I have to take a loss because I have to get that feedback. If I only take profit on a formal trade, what it only does is to reinforce the bad behavior. That's all it does. That's all it does. It just reinforces the bad behavior, right? So I'm totally okay with that. $9 is not a huge cost. For this account, yes, it is. It does affect my profit, but I'm totally okay with that. That's totally fine. I'm not gonna add any more contrast there because this is not the type of price action that I want to see. But I'll tell you what I can do is today already, like I said, is it's it's a bullish day if you look at it on the daily chart. It's a clean bullish day. It looks bullish, right? So I want to get out some point out of this trade because this short is not even a good short, right? So I'd like to get out at some point. And based on my analysis at this chart and some of the charts I'm looking at, I think it might get down right over there. I think it might get down right over there, and that is roughly from the current price now, roughly 13 more points. So yeah, 13 more points if you think about it. This is 6731 and this is 6713. Actually, what it is that looks like more. Yeah, it looks more. 6732 less 6713. Just about, it says 19 points. Yeah, 19 points, roughly about 13 to 19 points. I think that is possible. That is where I want to get out though. It is where I want to get out. So maybe it's slightly higher. So you can see what it's doing, right? You can see what it is doing, and this is even clear on the 15 minutes. You can see how and that's why I say that I think these two contracts are a little bit too low. Because if I could get them, if assuming I added those shots right over there, that would have been much better for me to hold this. But other than here, it's too low, which tells me that at some point I have to get out. But this is where I'm looking to target here. I think it's gonna get down here today. I think so. But it may not stay down here. It will probably go back up again. But I think it will get down here today. I think it will do that. Yeah, I'm still holding this anyway. Okay. Okay. Yeah, looking at the 15 minutes chart, looks looks nasty. It does look nasty. Yeah, it does look nasty. Yeah, I am really at the low. I'm really at the bottom. I bought near the bottom. I bought near the bottom, but I'm still holding this. I will still hold this. I'll still hold this trade. Still define. Still hold this trade. Yeah, this is annoying. It is annoying. Look at the 15 minutes. Let's just look at what it's doing. Um, yeah, it is annoying. Annoying there. Whew. Okay. Yeah, so it's going back up again. Oh my god, annoying stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be a rubbish day. It is indeed a rubbish day. If it ever comes back down here again, I'm gonna take out close this trade because this is just not. This is I don't like this. This is nasty. Yeah, I'm gonna be holding this for the rest of the day, right? Yeah, I'll get out at some point. This is not a day to be trading, anyways. Yeah, nasty, nasty stuff. Whew. Yeah, probably Wednesday might be a good day to trade, and I may probably trade might probably trade a small account on Wednesday. I'll probably do that on Wednesday. There's no volatility in this market. There's nothing really to trade here. The past few trading days have been very hard, been very difficult. It's been very challenging price action. It has been very challenging. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Really not liking this. I have to get out at some point because this is not. Obviously, this is not. This is 11, almost 11:30, and this is so far what he has done. It's not even up to 30 points. It's barely 30 points. Right. So it's 30 points from 9:30 a.m. to right now. It is barely has barely done anything. Has barely done anything. Yeah, I think I'd rather get out, come back tomorrow. Even though I feel more comfortable going long than going short, right? Makes more sense to go long than going short because going short is just nothing, right? So yeah, and all this is all sign of weakness. Well, this candle hasn't closed yet, but let's wait for this candle to close. It's all sign of weakness, anyways. Okay, all right. I'm going to be ending this stream, and I'm going to be. I have some things to do. Going to be ending the stream. I'll be back tomorrow again. I'll be back tomorrow, sometime again tomorrow. Well, this is gonna be a long road, right? It's though it's going down now, but this is gonna be a long. This is gonna be a long holding period. I actually want to get out at some point. I actually want to get, knock out one of these contracts. But I'm gonna hold this at least till from now to 12. See what happens. I feel like it's gonna bounce back again. Okay, all right.